And right now I'm joined by Audra mclaughlin. Now, how I found her was she was sitting in the parking lot when I pulled up today trying to get in the studios. And how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's nice to meet you.
It's
Sitting
so nice.
outside of the parking lot there with a guitar.
We were trying to figure out how to get into the building. So with your superpowers, you somehow got us into the building.
I used my superpowers. Here she is sitting there, and she's like, "Can you get me in the building?" And I was like, "Watch this door; it just opens automatically." So here she is. But it's ironically enough, not only is she standing outside the door, so we get to talking, and find out that Audra, number one, has a new single coming out. She's a country artist, so she just happened to be hanging outside playing the guitar.
I was just playing the guitar, waiting for someone to listen to.
So you were performing for our sister station down the hallway.
Yes.
Earlier, I heard you singing in the hallway, and I'm like, "Where is this beautiful voice coming from?" And here she comes walking down the hall, and we come to find out that you are the good luck charm for the Eagles. You performed the national anthem on October 19th at the Eagles-Giants game.
Yes.
And that's not the first time you've done that.
No, I did the Eagles and Giants last year, and there was almost like a really similar score to the game, so it was pretty ironic.
So they're like seeking you out to do this now?
I mean, I hope so. I was like, I'll come back for every game if you want me to.
Well, I got to be honest. I mean, that's got to be a nerve-wracking situation. I don't like talking in front of people. I'm okay, like in a room like this where no one can see us except for her on the. What are you, periscoping, or are you like YouTubing over there? I'm okay in these situations. You put me in front of a large crowd, and I am like, my voice, you can hear it gets real tense. I don't like it. So 70,000 people, you seem like I guess you'd be okay with that.
I mean, it's still a nerve-wracking thing, especially singing the national anthem, because
it's a hard song.
Yeah, it's a hard song, and then it's one of those songs that is just like so important to our country, and it's one of those songs that gets a lot of criticism if you kind of change it or do anything crazy to the song. So I just try to stick to the original way the song goes, just to not disrespect the national anthem, because it's an important song to our country and to our military. And
how long have you been doing the anthem? I mean, have you been doing it? You did the Eagles game. You've done a couple of Eagles games. You're actually, she's going to be at the Sixers game Monday night against the Bulls. I'll be there as well, so I'll see you there. So obviously, this is catching on. People are enjoying what you're doing, and you're a Delaware County girl too.
Definitely, yeah. So I'm a local girl, and I've been doing the national anthem for, I guess, the sports team in the last year or so. I did the Sixers about 6 times. Then I did the Phillies, and I had gotten asked to do the Eagles, which was awesome because I've always been a huge Eagles fan. My father got me into football as a kid, so that was a huge honor to be able to do that. And then they asked me again, which was really cool. But I've been singing the national anthem since I was about 9, at Delaware racetrack and all over the place. So. But it's still, no matter where I sing it or when, I'm always nervous before I have to do it.
All right, before I ask you a couple other questions, what's the single? Where can the listeners find out more about you?
So my single is called Tennessee Cowboy, and they can go on my Facebook page, Audra mclaughlin, to kind of keep updated with everything. But where to buy this song, you can go on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. There's many different digital platforms that you can, go on. But definitely keep up with me on my social media as well.
Yeah, and Monday night she'll be at the Sixers game, so you can see her perform. Do you have any Eagles things lined up in the future? Do you have any other sporting events lined up in the future that some of the people can find you?
Not currently yet, but if you could check back on my Facebook page and where all my shows coming up and stuff, and I keep everybody updated with what I'm doing.
Would you say the Eagles Giants is you said you're a big sports fan? Is that the highlight, the mecca of I know the country stuff is what you really want to get to, but to be a hometown girl performing the national anthem at the Eagles game has got to be a pretty cool experience.
Oh my gosh, I mean, it was such an honor because, like I said, my dad and I always grew up watching the Eagles with my dad, and him and I every Sunday, we'll watch the games, and he's like, look at this, and he, he's always teaching me about different players and football because he's a huge diehard fan. So it was he was thrilled to death too. It was like being at a Super Bowl for him, to see his daughter perform the national anthem.
Now, you were on The Voice. You were on Blake Shelton's team. So tell us a little bit about what that experience was like as well.
Yeah, so I was on The Voice season 6, which was about a year ago, and it was an amazing experience. It was something that just kind of you dream of your whole life to be on national television and to kind of show people like what you love to do. And it was an amazing experience because it kind of helped with my career and put me on a platform to kind of, gain the fan base and to gain like a bunch of people kind of on my side. And it was just an amazing experience overall. So I don't even know what to say because it was just like the craziest thing that, I've done like in my career. So. And
now you said you're a big Eagles fan. They're playing the Cowboys this week. What do you, we've had now you're a country music fan, so I'm assuming you can't really turn those people off. So have you morphed into a Cowboys fan or do you still stay true?
I definitely, that's a tough question. I still stay true to my, my Eagles. Just because, and it's funny, like, actually, my uncle David is actually a Cowboys fan, so, I can't totally hate on them, but, and plus, like I said, the country fans and all that good stuff, and my single is called Tennessee Cowboy, but, I'm still an Eagles fan, so, good. I won't stray away from that.
Was there like a tryout process to sing the national anthem? Did they seek you out?
They, so after The Voice, the lady Denise, who kind of runs the Eagles for, like, a really long time now, she was a big fan of mine on the show, so she got in contact with my manager, Melissa Daly, and she reached out to her, and she just said, hey, we would love to have Audra, perform the national anthem at the Giants and Eagles game, and I was, like, I tried out for many auditions, like, when I was younger, for the Eagles and for the Phillies, and I never got, chosen, but I was really just thrilled when they reached out to me to ask me to sing, so that was really cool.
That's awesome. So Monday night, she'll be at the Sixers game. It was nice to bump into you guys in the driveway there. Just sitting out on a park bench. Hey, can you help us in?
Hey, that's the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, well, it turned out to be a good day for both of us.
Absolutely.
It was a lot of fun to meet you, Audra mclaughlin.
Thank you.
And she'll be Monday night at the Sixers. And by the way, what's the name of the single one more time?
My single is called Tennessee Cowboy, and again, you can buy it on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, and it's available all over the U.S. and outside of the U.S. too. But I don't think anybody outside of the U.S. is going to be listening today.
You never know.
Actually, I don't know.
973ESPN.com. All right. Well, thank you so much. And of course, when we come back, it's Sal Pal Friday. We'll talk to Sal Palantonio from ESPN. So we go from Audra to Sal Pal. She probably has more people that like her right now than want to hear what he has to say. But thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back.